Cool. Welcome back, everybody, to part number 3 of the Burning Wheel Patronage. Shall we see what I'm curious what Alov is gonna get up to after having made your first successful sale?
Oh, made a successful sale, made a successful
Something.
Yeah. This still isn't sustainable.
Mm-hmm.
It took a random, out of the blue person to come to my house to make a sale.
Mm-hmm.
So we're still going to try out that mending life.
Yeah.
We're going to be the handyman.
Yeah.
The handy dwarf.
Yeah.
So handy.
Yeah.
Hands.
That was the joke.
Sex jokes.
Ooh.
Look. The best jokes are the ones you have to explain because, people want to hear it a second time.
Yeah.
You don't want to leave anybody out.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
They might miss out. So I think the first step of that is... Well, I've covered the first step of having a sweet tool belt full of the right tools for the job.
Yeah.
Instinctually.
Yeah.
I would say drumming up customers is the next one.
Yeah.
I don't have that. So I need to wander around and find things that are broken.
Just knock on people's houses and be like, hey, do you have anything broken that you need fixing?
Yeah, or just see things out in the...
Okay.
I only charge a small finder's fee. To use my circles.
It's not a good plan, but it's what he's got, okay?
Yeah.
I can't start with the people, so I'll start with the broken gutters.
Okay, so... Scavenging?
Is it scavenging, or is it... Well, they're not hidden. Not observation. Is it...
Streetwise?
Is it a perception test?
It could just be a perception test.
Just wandering around, just being like, alright.
That's broken. I'll fix that.
Who lives here so I can tell them I'm going to fix it?
Mm-hmm.
And then I can talk to them and be like, you need to get that fixed. That could be a health code violation in a few weeks if you don't get that sorted out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think there's an ob, or is it a graduated perception?
Yeah, I think the better you do, the more broken and expensive thing you can find that is broken.
Alright, sick. Well, you can fork anything into perception. Well, you can't fork skills into perception. Could I use my geometric trait of measuring and understanding mathematics and distance? No, I'm just gonna roll perception.
Yeah, just roll perception.
Sick. Base ob. Do you put 0 or 1 for your test?
0.
Found something.
You found something.
If
You
I
did.
found nothing, I would have just killed the character. I'd just be like, that's it. He doesn't see a cliff. He falls off the cliff and he dies.
So you step outside your workshop, and you start walking around the piazza, and you see the coffee shop that we've seen a couple times. And it's got a sign hanging out the front. But I don't know, there was some stormy weather recently, and the sign is broken off one of the hinges, so it's just dangling on one loop.
That needs to get fixed. I can't leave it broken now.
Yep.
But first, I'm going to try and get some money for fixing it.
Uh-huh.
So oh, okay. Walk up to the coffee shop.
Mm-hmm.
Open the door.
Mm-hmm.
Head on in.
Yeah, there's a like a Middle Eastern, like a Turkish looking man.
Okay, cool.
Behind the counter. He's got like a stove behind him. Yeah, and he's like you don't boil the coffee when you make it on a stove. I don't know how to make stove coffee, but that's the thing that's the Middle Eastern thing to do, I think, right?
Sure.
You make it on the stove.
I'll take your word
Yeah.
for it.
Apparently it's really good. You just don't drink the gritty bits.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I make my way up to the counter.
Mm-hmm.
Like, top half of my head looks over the counter.
Mm-hmm.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Oh, you're down there.
Yes. I'm sorry, I didn't bring a footstool with me. I couldn't help but notice it looks like the lovely sign that you have out front has got damaged in the recent weather.
Yes, unfortunate. I've been meaning to fix it, but no time at all.
Oh, well, I tend to have an eye for these things, and if I may say so, I'm quite a handy fellow at fixing things.
He says, yes, I've heard of you. Yes, the dwarf.
Indeed, yes. I'd be happy, to fix that for you. I'm looking to start a bit of business of, beautifying the Piazza in a more hammery, dwarven way. Just making sure everything works for everyone. I'd be honoured if you'd be my first customer.
Well, I don't know if beautifying is the word I'd use, but it does need fixing.
Can I persuade him that
Yes.
he needs?
Yes, you can persuade him. His will is free.
All right. I don't have persuasion learned yet, so I will fail. But
The failure is that he's not gonna pay you as much. Or yeah, he's probably not. He probably won't pay you. He'll be like, you can fix it, and I'll tell.
I'll do it for exposure.
Yeah.
And he can say he's a happy customer afterwards.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That totally works for me. Basic 3. Additional complications. No, don't think so. All right.
Yeah. Cool. So he's like, I was planning on getting out there at the weekend while we're closed on the holy day and fixing it myself. Not bound by any of these silly working on a.
Oh. No, me neither. Well, it's not a big job. I was just looking around the area, and I happened to notice it. And as long as it's done well, as long as you let people know that I've done a good job, I think. I mean, perhaps it's worth one of your lovely coffees. How does that sound?
I think that's a very valuable trade.
All right. And yeah, I was like, all right. Well, I'll try not to make too much noise. I'll get it done now.
Okay. Look at the mending obs.
should not be much. It's probably ob 1.
Yeah. This is the thing. I should know. I should know what
I either need. I'm just thinking. Since I can't make. No, I'd have to make myself a ladder.
Yeah, you probably do need a ladder.
I mean,
Black metal artifice.
if this is a sign
Dwarven ladder.
If this is a sign hanging from the top of his cafe, he probably has a ladder in the back.
I need the right tools for the job. I need a ladder.
Yeah, I think this is like mending fences.
Yeah.
Ob 1.
Okay. Do you want me to kind of almost retroactively forge myself a ladder?
Yeah, I mean that's the point of your instinct, right? Is you can.
Yeah.
So you saw the problem, you went home and made the tools.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think the ob is for making a ladder?
Ob 1.
Oh, sick.
I don't think it's difficult to make a ladder.
No, I'll take the routine test though. Yeah, make a sick ladder.
It's the best ladder.
Like a +1 ladder. That would be 3.
It's not a +1 ladder.
Okay, and then we'll do mending. Ob 1 as well. Do I have any things I would like to fork into this? Nope.
Cool. You did it. You
fucking did it.
You fucking did it.
I've succeeded on like multiple things in one session of Burning. I'm ecstatic.
Fix the sign. Congratulations.
So I finish. I feel really pleased with myself, and I climb down my little ladder.
Yeah.
Head inside. I'm like, that was thirsty work, but it's good as new.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps even better. Infused it with a little of a dwarvish touch.
He says, well, thank you, Master Dwarf. As promised, he puts a cup of coffee down.
Fantastic. And I drink the coffee, and if it's got like gritty bits, they all end up in my beer.
Yeah.
I'm a mess. And I'm clumsy.
Yeah.
Well,
You totally like try to drink the whole thing and then end up spitting the grits into your beard.
it's like slightly too hot, and I cough. And I get it all in together.
It's so good.
Kept something with me. Stop it, camera. What do you think you're focusing?
Yeah.
Awesome.
You did it. I'm so proud.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm gonna do for a while. I'm just gonna keep doing this.
Yeah. Okay.
Until people want to actually pay me.
Yeah. Okay. Ash. You have some tools.
I have some tools. I'm going to go home.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I'm just gonna try practicing sculpting.
Yeah, you're just gonna make a sculpture test.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna try out these cool new tools I've got, right?
Yeah.
Like, and maybe get Martin to sit for me and try and sculpt Martin.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, be like, Martin, look, I got tools to make sculptures. They're like, I'm like, it's going to be like painting, but in 3 dimensions.
That's kind of what it is, yeah.
Thank you for that. Thank you so much.
Good job.
Yeah.
In 3D.
Yeah, exactly.
Great. So simple forms in clay, it's ob 1. Simple forms in soft stone is op 2. What,
Yeah,
what
I'm
are we
definitely
aiming
working in
for
stone,
here?
right? Like the
Yeah.
tools I got are
Yes,
stone.
yeah. So it's
So-
probably... What's a soft stone that you make sculptures out of?
Like limestone or
Yeah. Yeah,
something
limestone.
like that.
Yeah. So you've got like a little block of limestone.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, no, Martin, sit still.
He's like, but I just put something onto...
I'm like, you can check on that in a minute. All right. So base obstacle is 2.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Oh dear.
Okay. I mean, I only have 2 in it, but
Yeah.
but
But it's not a very good sculpture.
it's not a very good sculpture.
But you got a test.
I think Martin. Pardon?
You got the test.
I do get the test,
Yeah.
and I think Martin's probably like, "Do you really think I look like that?" Right? Like,
My nose
like-
isn't quite that bulbous, is it?
like, no, it's for artistic effect. Your nose is one of the most important tools as an alchemist. You said that.
Yes, it is, but he's like touching his nose.
It's a lovely nose, dear. And I'm gonna like go up and pat his face or whatever.
Mhm.
And I'm like, oh, something's on fire.
Do you smell that?
No.
Oh dear, my
Yeah.
reagents.
Yeah. Let me have a look. So, I mean, I think I'm going to. How does practicing work? 'Cause that's a thing, isn't it?
That's a long old time.
Yeah.
That's a long time thing.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, cool.
When we get like
Well, I won't do that then.
Yeah, so this sculpture like took you a whole day
Yeah, exactly.
to do.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna paint it. I'm gonna put paint on it.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna go outside and just be like, and just hawk it on the street
Okay.
because I'm such a talented artist now.
Absolutely.
So like, yeah, I go to bed, and the next day I wake up and I'm like, I'm gonna put paint on a sculpture.
And Martin is like, dear, I think normally people don't paint. I don't think I've ever seen a painted sculpture before.
And I'm like, it's going to be 4-dimensional. The 4th dimension is color, Martin. The 4th dimension is color.
I don't know how that works, but okay, I believe you.
He's not a dimensionally
Shouldn't,
minded.
but
I don't
okay.
paint them is because it looks shit.
Wasn't that the thing of like
I mean-
they recently figured out
So-
that like Greek sculptures? were
Yeah, Greek,
that's what
ancient
made-
Roman sculptures were painted. That's what made me think of it.
Yeah.
because mark of what that would look like. It's horrible.
I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do Martin quite like abstractly.
Yeah, it's gonna look like someone just like pulled like a Van Gogh like out of the frame.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like a shit Van Gogh.
Yes.
So what are the obs for painting?
Okay. Where is P in the alphabet? P. Painting. Simple monochromes, ob 1, caricatures, ob 2, complex monochromes, simple polychromes, ob 3.
Is this a caricature?
Yes, 100%. This is a caricature.
So ob 2. You okay, Dave?
What do you do? What have you done?
Just said, where is P? And I just said, stored in the...
I can't even understand what you're saying.
Bye, everyone. Bye.
So
It's the end of the show. You did it, Ash. You did it. You made it. You made a good bad painting.
I made a bad sculpture better.
Yes. It's now average.
I like
Great.
how you've essentially done the equivalent of taking like a political cartoon caricature of a large-nosed politician and rendered it in 3D.
Yes, I've done that.
Yes.
You're a 3D printer of the
Yeah.
New Yorker.
Yeah.
Well done.
Right.
Well,
So
well
now,
done. Yeah.
I'm gonna go out into the piazza and
Mhm.
start talking to it. And being like, "Oh, who?" Like, here's a question: who do I think it looks like apart from Martin? Right? Who could it be a caricature of other than Martin? Is there someone in the where I can like? Doesn't have to be a close representation. It just needs to be a little bit.
I don't know. I don't know.
Can I use it gossip wise to find out?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. What's the ob for that?
To
Be like someone with a big nose.
Establish
Oh.
a large-nosed person.
oh, one, 100%. Just
Cool.
wants anyone with a big nose. Okay.
Was there anyone with a big nose? Oh, okay. Well,
It's me. It's just me. It's the human. Look at this.
Yeah. So the Archbishop is known for his well endowed face.
All right. So
This
I
is
go
a
out into
good
the street
idea.
and I hold up this thing, and I place it on a table somewhere, and I start being like, "Oh, Archbishop, how ridiculous your nose is! You can't say that to me. I'm the Archbishop. I have a very normal-sized nose. You can tell because I'm so holy and have. But Archbishop, how do you smell all of the young women that you always compliment on their scents? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not a womanizer. I'm a man of the cloth."
The only thing I smell is heresy.
Yeah, exactly. So that
What's the attention here? Like,
I'm trying to find someone who like finds it funny to buy the thing.
Conspicuous.
What's the op?
Ob 2 for a busy street. If you fail, the people who pay attention to you
Are the wrong people.
are the wrong people.
You know how we said I wasn't going to
bargain in Burning Wheel so much before.
You know how we said I wasn't going to get arrested and killed Finbar?
Oh, fuck. Oh, God.
Follow in Vittorio's dramatic footsteps. Chase the failures down. Sophia.
Are the religious police called
So-
the Pope?
Pardon?
The Pope? Oh.
Yeah.
Police.
Yeah, the Pope. Oh. Okay.
We're nearing 1 a.m. UK time, and Dave has reached silly.
Yeah.
Probably should have forked some things into that. I just was on a roll.
You were on a roll.
Yep.
And so you're putting on this strange comedic performance. And a man and a woman wearing sort of fine it's like a midnight blue robe, and they both have like yellow sashes around their shoulders. And then they have a belt. On one side is the Book of the Ascended Man, which you recognize. And then on the other side is what looks like a sensor. So like a short wooden handle, a chain, and then a ball on the chain that's like empty at the moment, and would be used for like spreading scents and that thing. The thing that yeah, you know what I mean.
Yep.
And they come up to you, and they say,
I'm not that fat. Oh, hello, officers.
Milady, I think your performance is quite finished. It's perhaps time for you to go home. It's the man talking.
I'm like, yes. No one here seems to understand the important lesson I'm trying to communicate to them. Maybe I'm not so good. Maybe I'm not so good at this oratory business as I thought.
No, quite.
You, of course, understand the lesson that I'm trying to convey about the risks and to one's immortal soul for attempting to bring low someone of such holiness as the Archbishop.
God, Ash, you're the worst. Oh my god. Religious diatribe? That's a skill, right?
It certainly is. And it's
am I doing a religious diatribe?
What's debating specifically religious stuff?
I'm not debating anyone.
No.
I'm just telling them about how clever they are.
Okay, then it's...
And how they understand, and how they obviously understand, like, the importance of my message. I'm like,
okay.
I put so much work into this sculpture of the Archbishop. I turned to them and I'm like, you can see the likeness, can't you? I'm like, look, I've so well portrayed the bright blue of his eyes, that represents his connection to the Ascended Man.
Ash, I love you. You're the best.
You need a bullshit skill.
I was gonna look.
Platitudes.
What skill's going to obfuscation in Duel of Wits?
I have no idea.
Obfuscate. Falsehood, oratory, poisonous platitudes, rhetoric, religious diatribe, soothing platitudes, stentorious debate, suasion, and ugly truth.
Yeah. This sounds like a mix of falsehoods and soothing platitudes, definitely.
That's I don't have falsehoods. I was angling for soothing platitudes.
Mm-hmm.
But
I don't think it can be based
I
on
I don't know, because you're not, because like at its core you are insulting the Archbishop.
I'm not now. I was. Now I'm talking about how great the Archbishop is, and that everyone else doesn't understand.
Well, I guess you can
persuade them of the fact you weren't.
I mean, yeah, falsehood. I'm happy to try falsehood.
I think it's a falsehood test. Yeah.
It's a pardon? Falsehood?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. What's their ob?
It's their will for falsehood.
Jesus.
It is their will. No. Yes. Yep. The will of the character. These guys they're like priests, so will 4. Yeah.
Okay.
4.
I'm gonna spend a persona because I really don't want to go to Jesus jail.
Good idea.
So that'll get me.
Can confirm. Jail is bad.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Okay, all right. Let's
Yeah.
do falsehood.
Go for it.
Okay, modifiers 1. Base ob is 4. Dear baby Jesus, please. Fuck. What?
We don't
Not even
roll a
any
lot of sixes. We really don't roll a lot of sixes.
God damn it! All right. Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, and so the woman this time,
I was really hoping they'd buy the thing and put it in the church.
yeah, I think the woman like pushes it onto the ground and like smashes it. And she says,
Police! These people are.
"My
these
lady,
people
it is
are
time for you to
attacking me.
calm down and return to your home. We have had enough of your blasphemous attitude today."
Guards!
I ain't going
Hey.
to jail. I ain't going to real jail.
The spirit,
Um,
the spirit of veto floats upwards, whispering into Sophia's ear. Yes, just like that. Escalate. First.
My property has been destroyed. I spent 2 days on that. I am an artist of this piazza. I am a daughter. I am the daughter of the Rivera family.
Yeah, I think the woman like grabs you and like tries to like shut you up. So I think like an opposed like brawling.
Fine. I'll take you, lady.
Fucking ever. Hit her with your tasty snack.
Fucking Beano with a croissant.
All right. So.
Oh my god.
Adding
Scimitars are curved,
brawling.
croissants are curved. Basically the same.
Brawling. Cool. And what's that based on?
Ow.
Power.
Cool. I'm assuming that we're both just rolling it as.
No, they have brawling.
What? Okay.
Jesus Christ.
All right. So two successes is my ob.
Yeah.
Or yep. Cool.
You got this, I believe.
So base obstacle is 2 because I'm just starting it out. Get fucked.
I wanna show up in the scene. I wanna beat up the Jesus Christ. Come on. I wanna help you, please.
I
My
mean,
first customer.
I don't really know what's happening anymore.
I believe I'm being beaten up by priests.
No, so they so this like Inquisitor has put you in like a hold, and is saying, "Milady, if you do not calm down, we will be forced to take you back to the chapel, for mandatory confession and
The spanking.
Penance.
penance. Yes, mandatory confession and penance."
I kind of want to be here. This is just happening in the piazza.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's just happening in the fucking street.
Yeah,
And
I've-
everyone's
I've-
walking past being like, fucking Sophia.
yeah,
I think. I think I'm going to pretend to pass out.
Okay.
St. Boris, he appears before me like an angel.
Is that another falsehood test?
Can you
Fine.
can you force a steel test?
I'm happy to do another falsehood test to like pretend that I'm having that this whole thing
Or
has
is it
been a real
acting?
fervor.
Is acting or performance?
I don't have acting
Yeah,
either.
I think it's acting.
Let's add acting to my list of skills I don't fucking have that I've tried.
You could just give up.
I'm giving up. This is me giving up.
Because like when Vito was like, I'm gonna commit to making all of the wrong decisions here. It was like because the alternative was getting thrown out of the house that guaranteed
Yeah.
his like future.
Okay, yeah, this is
So
Ob
I-
one mummery acting test.
Yep. Cool. Great. What's acting based on? Is it
Perception.
great? Base of 1.
Oh god.
I did it! I
Okay.
passed a test.
So you pretend to pass out, and you like flop into this woman's arms.
Yeah.
This
And-
would be a great time for her husband's patron and toolmaker to arrive and sweep into the scene if you want to let us. Oh, it's our friend. She's a
Yeah,
bit-
yeah. Like I don't know. Does Burning Wheel have rules for like player characters turning up in the middle of a scene?
Not really, because like
Yeah.
the game is
Yeah.
generally more built around like being an adventuring party,
Yeah.
so there's more of a presumption of us working together.
Yes. Yeah. Then yeah, if either of you wanted to turn up at this point.
I mean, I'm kind of interested in that because we would get our first like actually all of us on screen together.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I like the idea that you'll rock up as I'm like, St. Boris, he appears before me like an angel in the dawn light. He
Yeah.
says to me,
Yeah, so I imagine like because I was like walking somewhere with Elia, and I'm not going to speak for Elov, but I like push through the crowd and go, "Oh my Sophia, is anything the matter? What would be?
Do you
Campbell's
know this
back-
mad woman?
She's a recent
"Simba,
acquaintance.
I'm very religious."
She's an old friend. We haven't seen each other in a little while. She's a little bit eccentric. What's happened? Is she okay? Elia,
She has been
put her hand up.
blaspheming. She has been what's a good word for saying bad things about someone?
Oh, defamation?
Yeah, she has been defaming the Archbishop himself.
Slagging off.
She has a peculiar set of sensibilities. She means no harm, I'm sure. Yeah, and I have Elia like moving around to sort of like gently take her. And she's a strange woman, a little addled, but perfectly harmless, I assure you. She's married to a noble. What's Martin's surname?
Gabrielle.
Gabrielle. A little bit of a collection of strange ones, but they keep to themselves. They're good people, good citizens, long been highest members of society. Yeah, and I is it possible that we can just leave this here? I don't think anything else needs to happen.
Persuasion.
Sure.
Against Ob 4.
Okay. Can I fork falsehood? Because I know this. I've met this one once.
100%.
I just looked at my instincts, so I have to do something when you're finished with the DS.
I did almost flirt with them. I almost did, and I was like, no.
I don't know whether I like referenced. Oh, they're from an important family who is wealthy and important to get city-wise.
That's
No, you referenced the wrong family for that. You just said who my dad was if you wanted that.
yeah.
Yeah, there's that. But it's like, she's a noble, you know.
But that's not
important.
city-wise. That's noble-wise.
Yeah. Well, I'm more like, I'm not gonna make the argument, but the case would be like, it's because I know the hierarchy of the city. Okay, I think that's just 5. What's the will? 4, was it?
Yes.
Okay. There's definitely nothing else. I mean, I guess, can I fork law-wise or rule of law to be like, look, she's done nothing actually illegal. She's just being an idiot. She's a little bit odd.
Mm-hmm. You could do that, yes.
Okay. I will take...
So the failure here is...
But I've actually done something illegal.
No, not that you've done something illegal, but instead of allowing you to be taken back to your home, they're going to take you back to the chapel to recover.
Okay. Well, I'll do my best, honey.
I believe in you.
I've used up all my call-ons, and all my Arthur.
Yep. Ow.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess Elia's trying to like prop her up, and it doesn't go well.
If you don't mind me saying.
Oh. Hello, sir.
Seems like you're just making the situation worse. Just let them do what they want to do before you get in trouble as well.
Yeah, I guess like Elia's probably like shooting this guard a dirty look. I'm like, Elia, we'll go tell her husband what's happened. This will all get sorted out. Release her into the care of these good priests. Yeah, and I'll be like, do please take care of my friend. I would much appreciate it. And
yeah, so the male like inquisitor like picks Sophia up like in both hands, in both arms. I think they're gonna. I feel like when they leave the scene, there's a perception check to see if they realize you're faking it before they get back to the chapel.
That's fair.
But yeah, they're gonna.
She can be restored from her fit of the vapors.
Yeah. Chat is asking how can you do that with only 3 power. The 3 dice I rolled was their brawling, not their power. Because they actually have brawling.
Like fucking Swole. Yeah. He's got like 8 power. It's nuts. You can't see like under his cassock. He's just got like machine gun arms.
Oh
god. Yeah. So they take Sophia back to the chapel. Like they're not taking you to like the main cathedral, but there's another like smaller like church that's nearby that they're taking you to. And we'll find out what happens after a break. Cliffhanger. Oh my god, so good at directing a show. We'll be back in like 5 minutes and we'll see you then.